So it is a Transformer Tuesday today, but no big reveals pretty much, more just a bunch of pre-orders that we talked about just a couple of days ago going live. So we're going to be talking about, of course, that Generations Holiday Optimus Prime, the leader, and the Generation Selects Deluxe Class Magnificus. Both of those pre-orders are up right now. Very happy to see how they aren't up priced. They are just the normal MSRP that we have currently in our post-inflation 2022. So our Generations Holiday Leader Optimus Prime is going to be the leader class price point of $55.99. That's pretty much what the current MSRP is right now for Legacy and going into Legacy Evolution. And of course, the Deluxe Class Magnificus, because it's a standardized Deluxe Class, will be the $24.99. Again, what is the standard Deluxe Class price point today? The Optimus Prime, I'm surprised, but actually kind of happy. It's going to be shipping out very quickly. Pre-orders are today, and you are expected to pretty much get it December 1st, maybe December 2nd, so you could get it right under the Christmas tree in time as a gift, so that's a nice touch. Not so much the case with the Magnificus. That one will be showing up next year, the beginning of January 1st, 2023. So let's jump into the bulk of the news today, and it is that of a whole bunch of Transformers Botbots stuff that is finally showing up. I've talked about this in the past. Botbots kind of had a weird way of doing distribution and getting people excited for the product. The product first came out almost 3 years ago with no kind of, accompanying fiction, which is not uncommon for certain Transformer lines. But then it just kind of had a weird distribution. A lot of places didn't get Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, Wave 5. They just kind of fell off the planet. Then the Netflix series came out in March, and that had a pretty good reception. But by the time the Netflix series had come out in March, there was no Botbots product on the shelves anymore because the distribution was so bad, and that continued all the way up until this very day. Of course, back in, I want to say late March, early April of 2022, they teased a whole bunch of brand new Botbots products, the Ruckus Rally collection of Botbots, or we could just call it Wave 6 at this point. And they teased it, they showed up pre-orders on different websites, and then everything went dead again. Last week, just a couple days ago, a whole bunch of stuff showed up on eBay, so the assumption was it's in package, it's ready to go, it should be hitting stores any moment, and today, a whole bunch of people have picked up the product in various stores. Shout out to The One, I think it's VV The One. He picked up practically everything, took some nice photos of the checklist, so we have the names of all our brand new characters. And that is that, as well as some stuff that we didn't know about, like the Chase figures that will be available in them, like they've done in the past with the Gold Rush collection, where certain Botbots come in Chase Gold. So now you're going to have the Chase Rare Oil Slick collection. I guess that's a way to keep the Oil Slick trademark, I guess. I don't know. Where they just repaint previous Botbots from the past that have been popular molds and give it that more oil kind of color scheme, black with some rainbowy kind of design. When you look at oil in the water, it kind of has that rainbow sheen to it. So they're kind of going with that kind of idea across a bunch of them. I believe it's 10 in total, different Chase ones to find randomly in your packages. But that being said, there's some really cool molds here. We already talked about the Raceroni, which was actually featured in the Botbots cartoon. The little transforming pizza slice that turns into a car with the accompanying Botbots. A good way to get your Burgertron without having to buy a single one scalped on eBay. Now it comes guaranteed in the Raceroni 5-pack, so definitely get that if you're interested in getting Burgertron. And then, of course, you have the Outa controller, which is the very, I want to say, Xbox, PlayStation kind of inspired controller that transforms into a jet. And that one, too, comes with some guaranteed really cool figures like that very cool Dungeon and Dragon transforming one there, the Player the Handbook. That's literally his name, Playa the Handbook. I talked about the D&D crossover Transformer thing in the individual segment about this guy a couple of months ago. So pretty cool. And of course, the handgun one, we'll get into it. But there's a lot of other cool ones because now we have a scan of the instructions and we have a scan of the checklist of the Custodian crew, the Pet Mob, the Hunger Hubs, and of course the Gamer Geeks, all the different crews for Wave 6 here. And I'm just going to point out some really cool ones. I mean, First of all, you can't talk about Botbots without talking about the Loose Deuce. We were supposed to get our first poop transformer in the Dukes. That ended up never happening. There's a whole bunch of teased Botbots that wave just disappeared and just never got released. So now we have our first true poop transformer in the Loose Deuce. The Loose Deuce. Looks a little bit like Waldo from Where's Waldo, too. I wonder if that's intentional. He looks awesome. You also have Vomit Comet, our first ever Vomit Transformer. What a world we live in, eh? We have Auntie Kitty, our cat lady transformer, transforms from a black cat into a angry cat lady. So Humorous, dog bone transformer. Speaking of dog bone, Coach Husky, the husky transformer. We got Fuzzy Fearless, the hamster transformer. What a world we live in. We got a repaint of, in the case of Burgertron, now we got Vegetron. I guess it's his veggie burger equivalency, maybe his nemesis version. You got Cold Turkey, the turkey transformer. You got the Tenderizer, the steak transformer. You got some breakfast going on with Sunny Side and Pork Chop, the eggs and bacon transformer, as well as Waffle Energetic, the waffle transformer, and a whole bunch of others. Pew Pew Pew, a gun transformer that actually transforms into a gun. Probably the closest we could get to something that transforms into a gun legitimately. Of course, Retro Retcon, the Autobot logo transformer, and Chitter Click, the mouse transformer. And then, of course, a whole bunch of repaints of pre-existing molds that are turned into other stuff. Again, Scratch Mouth taking that hockey puck one and repainting it yet again into another thing. It looks like, I guess it's like a, I want to assume it's some kind of like breath mint or something. But these are very cool. Again, the thing I like about Botbots is that it takes all kinds of stuff that normally you would not see in mainline Transformers, unique designs, unique molds, and trademarks that they don't care about. They'll literally just put out a character, use that trademark once, and that's that. So there's no trademark protection. There's no reason to call anyone Prowl or Ironhide or Wheeljack or Ratchet or Hot Rod or Optimus Prime. So you could have original characters with original ideas. And these designers, whoever they are that are on part of the Botbots team, they're having a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot of designs here I didn't mention, that also are pretty cool. That 486 computer guy, Gamer Guy 1027. Gee, wonder what that's from. Sounds like User Ladyman 1217 or whatever it was, from Ladies Man 217 from the Michael Bay movie. Either way, that's what they probably should have called it. Anyways, still, I love it. I love it. I love Botbots. I love their designs. I love their originality. I love that sometimes this might be the only way we'll see some of those designs. Because back then it was possibility to maybe in a mainline get a really unique kind of design, like mini-cons that turned into weird things and stuff. But this, in a lot of ways, this is kind of where that is today, is if you want to get something that transforms into a fruit or a vegetable or a bizarre kind of animal or maybe, an inanimate object, you're more likely to see it in a Botbot than a 2007 Real Gear line that doesn't exist anymore or something like that. I like it. I love it. I think it's great. I'm glad that these are finally showing up after literally having no Botbots products for no joke, especially where I live. Here in Quebec, Canada, in Montreal, we got Wave 1, and that was it. And then like Wave 3 accidentally, like one case showed up in a grocery store. And then like Wave 4 ended up in a Dollar Tree kind of location that we have here called Dollarama. And that was it. That was it. And those are like sparsely little cases and stuff. Like never saw like Wave 2 and everything. Everything that I have of Botbots really just came from getting it myself for Wave 1 and then the help of fans online sending me stuff and everything like that. Otherwise, forget about it. Forget about it. It was crazy. That's why when you went to my parts party, you probably saw I had a whole bunch of Wave 1 Botbots for sale, because when Botbots Wave 1 came out, I was buying a lot, and I ended up with a lot of doubles. You always do when you really are trying to collect them all. Either way, guys, this is pretty cool. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. I mean, do you want to get these? I know I want to pick up at least the vehicles. Those are pretty cool. Some of those individual ones are pretty awesome to me. And after that, maybe we'll see a season 2 of the Botbots TV series. Let me know what you think.